Mark Miller, and this is Katie Minnendorf. We're the team leaders of the Signature Group at Century 21 Carolyn Riley Realty, located in Fairlawn, Ohio. We know that real estate can get confusing fast, and if you're thinking about buying, selling, or investing in properties, there's a lot of information out there, but sometimes the answers aren't always clear. So we're here to let you in on some of the conversations that we have every day as realtors, so we can break things down, talk them through, to hopefully help you get the answers that you've been looking for. So let's get started. So I just gave you a chance to kind of plug yourself as a property manager.
Thank you very much.
A little bit of time to plug ourselves as realtors.
Sure.
So why do you think that real estate agents like us actually matter to real estate investors? I talk to a lot of people that just call me on a listing, for example, and I kind of ask them, I'm like, so do you work with a realtor? And like, no, I just go on Crexy, or I go through Zillow and I find houses and I call the listing agent. How does having a realtor working for you, like the Signature Group, help?
I think that answer will vary based on the level of experience of the investor. So for example, if you're brand new to the market and you've watched a few podcasts on Bigger Pockets or some of these other things, or listened to some stuff while you're driving, and you want to get into it, but you're not sure where to start, one of the best things that you can do is partner up with experienced investor realtors in the market or markets that you're looking at, or even just go networking and start finding some people who have more knowledge than you. It is very different than purchasing your own home. And success is found when you go deeper than just pulling down a free spreadsheet or listening to a couple of big win examples that you hear on social media and going from there. So as realtors, you want to find somebody in the market who's going to represent your interest as a new, for a new investor. If you ask most realtors, can you help me find a rental property in Northeast Ohio?
Sure.
Almost everybody's going to say, sure, I can, because they're going to hop on the MLS. Exactly, it is. But we just, we've talked about in other parts of this, the nuances and the hidden expenses that can come up that can just, implode your plan. So finding somebody who can help you identify those red flags as you move through your first, second, third, fourth transaction is going to really define either your success or your disdain for investing. And that's where we would come into play, because I will tell you, those list agents, they are not going to do you wrong in most cases, because that would be a violation of their licensure. However, they're also not going to help you identify those things or call out those red flags for you.
Well, and their fiduciary duties to the seller.
Exactly.
Not to you.
Right. 100%.
So I think I always feel like, just that team aspect. Like if I'm doing something, like I want to have a team behind me that understands what I'm looking for, that is pointing me in the right direction, where, we have people that are working for value add versus turnkey.
Sure.
I mean,
understand.
Calling just the listing agent, either really based upon your own opinion, and especially if you're not in the area, like that's just a whole nother level of, if you can't walk the property yourself, you really need someone that you can trust to send you accurate information and give you an opinion that is not hindered by that seller's fiduciary duty
100%.
to the seller. So I think the next logical question then is, when people are out there looking for realtors, how do they know who is good at investment real estate versus who is good at residential real estate, or they're actually really good at both, which is also possible?
Absolutely, because we're good at both. I know.
Yeah.
So I would say you just have to ask questions and you have to talk to people, and I don't know that I want to say use your gut, which is not necessarily the best answer all the time, but if you ask the same 3 questions to 10 realtors about investment properties, like Have you helped people before? How many have you helped? How long have you been working in this? Give me your opinion on some of the best and worst scenarios, and the answers that you're going to get from 3, 5, 10 realtors that you speak to, I think will start to paint the picture for you, who you're most comfortable with, who seems to have the most knowledge, who wants to actually help.